Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff Bright alongside Brooks Bonigan, and it's time to talk about the signees for women's soccer. And, Coach, we wrapped things up last fall, and I know this is always an exciting and nervous time for head coaches because you're still dealing with high school, for the most part, age kids. And, you know, it's not so much day-to-day. It can be hour-to-hour if they change their minds or not. But I know it's an exciting day to get these players in.
Yeah. You know, I don't think we've quite reached the level of like a football and basketball where the kids change their mind, but it's happened before. But it's a very exciting time. Looking forward to bringing, you know, the new blood in, and excited to see what they're able to do.
All right, well, let's run through these because you have a pretty nice class here, a pretty big class. So let's start off. Grace Duncan, a local athlete here from Memphis.
Yeah, no, super excited about Grace, and you know, she's a kid that she's a local product. You know, I think she can play multiple positions, but you know, we're looking at her mainly up top as a forward. She's very athletic. You know, I believe, of course, I'm biased, that she is her and her twin sister that we'll talk about later are the two top kids out of Memphis this year, and two of the top kids in the state. But you know, she's got a lot of potential. She's got a great mentality, great work rate, and you know, hopefully good things will come.
We go from a local athlete, and now we go up north all the way to Greenfield, Minnesota, and Madison Stokes.
Yeah, Maddie Stokes. She's a little scrappy defender. You know, obviously as a coach, you look for certain qualities, and you know, she really checks the box with what we look for as an outside back, a kid that can get up and down the field. You know, somebody that's willing to put a tackle in. Obviously, she's got to have good pace, and again, like I said, she checks those boxes. But you know, just kind of got that little tireless working mentality. Another good one.
Another local athlete, this time from Olive Branch, Mississippi. It is Lydia Herring, a forward midfielder.
Yeah, Lydia, another, like you said, local product that versatile. You know, throughout her club and high school career, she's played all over. She's played in the back, she's played in the midfield, she's played up top. You know, not 100% sure where she'll play for us. We'll just see, you know, what she best suits. But she, again, another athletic kid, wears passion on her sleeve. Another, like I just talked about, scrappy kid that's willing to put a tackle in. Yeah, I think when it's all said and done, throughout her career, she could play several positions.
Coach, we talk about soccer hotbeds around the country that's fertile recruiting ground. You don't hear about this area putting out a lot of players, but you went into West Virginia, Wheeling, West Virginia, found another forward midfielder, this time Lauren Schultz. How'd you come about her?
Yeah, no, I mean, just through the recruiting trail, you know, I mean, it doesn't matter where you're from, you know, with us, we're just here to find the best players. And, you know, although she's from West Virginia, she plays out of Pittsburgh, for top club, the Riverhounds. But Lauren is a true number 9, you know, target forward in our eyes. She's got great size. She strikes the ball extremely clean. You know, has that goal scoring mentality, and I think, you know, in that position, the way we play, you know, very good. Has the ability to play with her back to goal. So just a strong, powerful presence that we're adding up top.
We stay on the back line with another defender out of Savannah, Georgia, Allie Rappin.
Yeah, Allie, super athletic kid, another outside back that can get up and down the field. And again, just you know, some of these kids, when I'm describing them, they are similar because that's what you look for. Right. But Allie has super speed. And, you know, just another scrappy kid that puts in the tackle, can get up and down the field, can serve good balls in, but, you know, checks the box of what we look for as an outside back. And also has the ability, you know, she could have the ability to play as a center back, but right now, you know, coming in, we're looking at her as an outside back.
Now we take a look through our Canadian teams and our players. And, Coach, this is a pipeline that you've been able to keep for years. Obviously, early in your tenure here, you had Jody, who was out of Canada, and that was a good pipeline, but it didn't end. And obviously, the Canadian players you've had in the past enjoy the experience because you know those athletes talk because you've had plenty on the national team, so it's good to keep that pipeline.
Absolutely. I mean, our program wouldn't be where it is today without our Canadians. And, you know, it's not just one area in Canada or one province. You know, we're from as far west to far east, you know. But, yeah, I've got a couple of those coming in and obviously excited.
Let's start out over in Edmonton and a forward midfielder. It's going to be Jalaw.
Yeah, Maya. She's not the biggest. She doesn't have the strongest presence. She's a smaller kid, but just a little workhorse. I see her as a center mid for the most part. But technically she's very strong. But just really quick, darty little player that what we consider like a box-to-box midfielder.
We stay in Edmonton with Tonya Boychuk.
Yeah, Tonya is, she's an interesting story because she's from Edmonton, but she moved to British Columbia for her senior year to play with the Whitecaps because she's part of the youth national team. So she's another forward. She can play out wide, she can play center forward, but another strong presence. I think she has a great knack for the goal, and she wears hunger on her sleeve. She's a kid that she reminds me of from our past is probably a Valerie Sanderson. And obviously we all know Valerie Sanderson, and she has those traits. It's hard to compare any kid to a kid who came in and had the career of Valerie Sanderson, but just that type of player. But she definitely has the ability to score goals, so you need that.
We leave Edmonton, we move on to Sydney, and it's Beatrice Curry, another forward midfielder.
Yeah. Beatrice being from Nova Scotia, obviously, we've got Serena Dolan that was from Nova Scotia as well, but Beatrice, another versatile player that I see as either an outside forward or, if we were playing with outside mids, could play an outside mid, maybe could even play in the midfield, but versatile, got good speed, got a nose for the goal. Just has that attacking-minded mentality that, I expect her, to score a few goals for us.
And our fourth Canadian out of Saskatoon, it is going to be Clare Avery.
Yeah, she's the Energizer Bunny, man. The first time I saw her for 90 minutes, and, you watch one game a day, they play one game a day, and she never missed a beat. I mean, she is a constant worker. And literally, I've been doing this for a long time, and she has really got a motor in her. And then, technically she's strong, but just again, I've used that term box-to-box midfielder. With her motor, it allows her to cover a lot of ground. But a kid, again, the first thing I think of is just work rate, and so another great addition.
And we wrap our signees up with a hometown kid. You mentioned her early, Caroline Duncan.
Yeah, Caroline, obviously the identical twin of Grace, and it'll be interesting. We'll have two sets of twins. But Caroline, versatile. Lately she's been playing in the back for her club, but she can play in the midfield as well. Strong physical presence. Just has the character that you look for, but she's an athlete. She's an athlete that's a soccer player, and at our level, you need that athleticism, and she definitely has that. But she's a kid that once we get into our environment, it's going to be fun because you're going to see her continue to just grow and grow and grow. As all these kids, once they get here, look, they're all here for what they've done in the past. And I've told all of them the past doesn't matter. It matters what you do here. So it's a transition period, but these kids, all of them have a lot of potential. But again, as I tell them, potential is just a word. It's what you do with it. But it's an exciting class on paper, and I'm looking forward to coaching all of them.
I'm sure one of your big points you really emphasize when you recruit these players, and they take notice, it's the internet age, you're going to check it out and look at it, is historically, if you have a freshman that comes in and they can play immediately and they're good enough and they can contribute, they'll be on the field.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter if you're a freshman or you're a senior. The best players will play. But, again, at this level, they're not used to it. Again, there's transitions in life, whether you step up to the next team or you go from your club team to the national team. Well, this is the next level for all of them, because guess what? All of them were superstars on their club team, and now they're joining a group full of superstars. So, but again, like I said, they really do. They all have the potential, and hopefully they embrace this program. And and if they really do, I think we're going to see a lot of great things.
And finally, Coach, just to wrap things up, you really don't ever know until maybe that second or third year how a recruiting class plays out. But overall, you're pretty happy. Did you get the needs that you wanted?
Yeah. No, we did. We absolutely did. And I mean, you go into every class, and we recruit so early that you have to do some guessing work,
Yeah.
you know, and so we feel that with the players coming in and the players returning, that, you know, we check all the boxes. Now we just need the kids to step up.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot.
Absolutely.
That is head coach Brooks Monaghan. That's been a look at our women's soccer signees here on the Memphis Tiger Network.